Welcome to season 4 of Learning Through Experience. So this season has a theme of learning through experience of uncertainty. I'm going to say a couple of things about that. We're at a time of political shift, maybe some social upheaval, and a lot of personal challenges. Uncertainty perhaps isn't just a backdrop. It might be a primary experience that we're navigating in our environment. But rather than just viewing it as something to endure or escape or avoid, we really want to invite us to see if we can learn through the experience. What can we learn from this? I, myself, am going artsy. I thought I would just really lean into what I could with art and aesthetic experience. And so I, put in the image this morning some of that energy with these flowering branches that I love, and a little bit of art surrounding me. Going to see a Gypsy tomorrow as I'm making this recording. Just trying to really live a life of presence and possibility, which for me has a little bit less to do with the everyday reality and a little bit more to do with presence through art and some of my meditation and stillness practices, and showing up for the people that I teach and learn with. So I'm pretty jazzed about the guests that are coming on the show this season. We're going to kick off and launch with the authors of Your Brain on Art. So I'll specifically mention that one because I'm just really leaning into the arts as a way to face uncertainty. And there's just so much aliveness and learning in the episode in talking with Susan Magnuson and Ivy Ross. I can't wait for you to watch it and listen. We're going to talk with Jennifer Garvey-Berger about intentional community. You're going to meet some of my staff. You're going to meet two of the people who work with me behind the scenes at Yale day in and day out, with whom I create the conditions for learning, David Tate and Stacey Casa-Massima. We're going to talk with some returning guests, and I'm really thrilled to welcome back Clara Narti, and we've got a new guest to this show, familiar face to some people who are listening, Emma Seppala. Put them together because they both work on joy from different perspectives, and inspired by some of the content and the theme of facing uncertainty, and specifically inspired by our first conversation of the season. I want to put together voices of artists with voices from other perspectives, so you'll see some of that. We have a conversation with Mario Moore. He's an artist with whom we did a big work that I'm so excited for you to learn about. Some off the beaten path intervention work with constellations with Susie Tucker, and other guests that may appear in the lineup that aren't actually scheduled yet, because that's how this goes. Thanks for listening. Love having you here. Love having the experience of you. Thanks for those of you who are writing to me behind the scenes and commenting in the social platforms. Really appreciate your presence and company. Enjoy the season.